This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Wizards of Melbourne and the Houston Oilers. And we are underway from Houston. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. In motion goes the tight end. Now Spears to begin the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Good job there. Pretty simple. The hole was created. Runner just darted right through.
Yeah, that's the kind of play teams are looking for to have some success early in a ball game. And if you're an offensive play caller, you mark that run down. Make sure you keep coming back to it throughout the game until they stop it.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That one good for 14 yards. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first two plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Right back to Spears. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he is caught. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
And defensively here, it's hard to overlook the fact that this is an offense that's dead last in the NFL in rushing. So this back 7's going to be tested. Heck, might be more of a back 8. No doubt about that. And they surrender the catch here and the first down.
Willis's throw caught by Olave. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis. To the right side, it's Kelsey. short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Second and 6. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
The 3rd and 2, here's Willis. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Kalijah Cansey brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. And his kick is good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now, both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see. Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving. He's got Higbee complete right side. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down. A quick throw caught by Evans out wide. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Off the option, here's Taylor. They find some open field here. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. Back to throw here. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
A quick throw. Here's Shepard. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 to 12. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play.
Touchdown! Trey Palmer with his first career NFL touchdown. And his guys have taken the lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Prater for the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. 1-7, their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now, this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Willis looking to throw it. It's Kelsey on the ground. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here's Spears on second down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Third down, it's Willis. And that will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play.
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On second down, it's Taylor.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here is 3rd and 5. That's completed right side to Palmer.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving. On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. There he goes right side. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. Caleb Shugg on to try the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They run once more with Taylor. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Williams brings it in. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 23 yards on the play.
And this is where play action can be so effective. Your running game's been the driving force on this possession, so as a defense, you start shifting your focus towards stopping the run. But if an offensive coordinator sees that, he can take advantage, and they get good yardage there.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Prater's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That's out wide for the ball comes out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
it is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. On third down, here's Taylor. There he goes, left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 119 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And this one is incomplete.
Looks like they went for the combo plate there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
This now a 3rd and 4. Again, it's Taylor. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Houston. Jonathan Taylor, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to take the lead.
Yeah, they would have been happy with the first down, but this is even better. Once he's past the marker, it's cream cheese from there. And he bumps it to the outside, and it's just going to run away from defenders on his way toward the pylon.
Extra point good by Prater, and that makes it a 17-10 score. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
19
Willis will look to throw on first down. That one's taken in by Spears.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Now Willis on third down.
And that is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Willis. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Well, 4th down pass play doesn't work out, and as a result, possession switches hands. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Down the left sideline. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Oilers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Prater for the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride in the offense this go-around. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Play fake. Here's Willis. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to be brought down right there, so nothing after the catches. He's dropped at the 42.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
And here's a give to Spears. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 34.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. On the option, here's Spears. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Willis on 3rd and goal.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, and what was once a nice drive stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Willis, 4th down here.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and as a result, possession switches hands. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, wide open, complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Mike Evans, his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Oilers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Prater on to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Play action, Willis.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown.
Chris Olave.
38 yards.
And the Wizards have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Shugg.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Now a 2nd and 10. And now they'll shift things around. On the option to give to Taylor here. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
He completes it to Evans. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Fielded at the 33. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Back to throw, Willis. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Willis. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Willis, gotta have this one. Trying to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. 1st and 10, Taylor now. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
On the draw is Taylor. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 240 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll look to throw.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
This is 1st and 10. Throwing, Willis.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Throw left side complete. That's Palmer. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Taylor.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time. Touchdown!
Jonathan Taylor.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Oilers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
1st and 10, Willis. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Willis, 4th down, has to have it. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
On play action, they'll throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the 2nd half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Houston, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year.